Well, after a less than stellar performance on Friday and a 5-3 loss to Milwaukee at Van Andel Arena, the Griffins were called out by their head coach Todd Nelson, and they responded in a big way, showing just how much pride they have as a team and the respect they have for their head coach as they throttled and battered the Admirals 6-2 on Saturday at the Van. That win certainly enhanced the Griffins' position in the driver's seat of the Central Division standings as they get ready now for a 7-game, 15-day road trip, and it starts here in Cleveland tonight. Hi again, everybody. Bob Kaser for Game Day Preview. Well, the Griffins will not play north of the border during this trip, but they were told by their coach Todd Nelson to make sure you've got your passports because with the NHL trade deadline looming at 3 o'clock tomorrow, you never know where you might wind up. The Griffins players are not really thinking about that, though. Their focus is playing the games and winning games, but it's hard not to ignore that you could be with another team in the next 24 hours.
I don't know. I think our focus is trying to just focus on the game. It is part of the business, but I think as a player, you're just trying to control what you can control, whether that is an opportunity at the next level or with Detroit or somewhere else for these guys.
Well, as of this recording, not much happening with the Wings. They, of course, a couple of days ago dealt Tomas Jurko to the Chicago Blackhawks. And then we just learned a short time ago that it looks like Brendan Smith is heading to the Big Apple to play for the Rangers in exchange for a couple of draft picks. But with a little more than 24 hours to go in the trade deadline, more is anticipated as far as the Wings are concerned. The Griffins, let's go back to that win Saturday. They got 3-point games from both Martin Ferk and Matt Laredo. And Jared Coro down on a rehab assignment, stopping 39 out of 41 shots. The Griffins improving to 35-15, 1-2 on the season. So now the long trip begins for Grand Rapids. 8-3 in their last 11 on the road. So they're not concerned about playing away from home. This will be one of the longest trips in franchise history. And rookies like Joe Hicketts are no doubt ready for it.
Yeah, I think we're looking forward to it. Obviously, it's going to be a lot of travel and a lot of team bonding, I guess, but we're looking to start it off right here in Cleveland, and hopefully we can come out strong tonight and really start the trip off strong.
What has been a perplexing season for the Cleveland Monsters so far, the defending Calder Cup champions, they could become the 5th team in the last 16 years to not qualify for the playoffs after winning a cup. But they feel pretty good about their chances. They've been hovering around that 500 mark all year long, mainly due to the lack of offense. In fact, the Griffins have 6 players with more points than their top scorer, TJ Tynan, who has 30. They tried to remedy that a little bit yesterday. The acquisition of Zach Dalpe made off waivers from Minnesota by the parent team, the Columbus Blue Jackets, who assigned him here to Cleveland. He'll be in the lineup against Grand Rapids tonight for a Cleveland team that has dropped 4 in a row. The Griffins will be, of course, without Jared Coro, Drew Miller, both recalled in the last couple of days by the Detroit Red Wings. They'll also be without Tomas Nosek, who's on the sideline due to injury. A concussion will keep him out of the lineup tonight. He's hoping to get back at least practicing with the team down in Texas this coming weekend. Mike Borkowski, Cal Heater, Dylan Sadoway, all recalled from Toledo of the East Coast League. It'll be Eddie Pasquale between the pipes for Grand Rapids here tonight. The broadcast will come your way at 6:35 for the pregame show on ESPN Radio. We hope you will join us for the beginning of this long sojourn on foreign ice here in Cleveland tonight. All right, thanks for joining us. Game Day Preview presented by Michigan First Credit Union from Cleveland. I'm Bob Kaser.